Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and the Renegades. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of our Fall 24 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you all 5 matches today between the Renegades and the Cyclones. How you doing today, Stu?
Andrew, doing well. Looking forward to a great series of matchups between the Cyclones and Renegades.
We'll take a quick look here at the standings, see where these two teams are at this point in the season. Renegades a full 8 points ahead of the Chargers. Pretty close there in points remaining, and 1 point extra for the Renegades. Cyclones down there in 5th place. Remember, the top 4 teams after the end of the regular season will advance to the playoffs, so the Cyclones looking to get up into that 4th and final playoff spot when we're through with the action today. Couple of injuries still for the Cyclones. Ron is out today, their 4th division player, so a player that we've had some experience with here in Battle Court. Carballo will be coming off the taxi squad and in for Ron, where you see him in Division 4. A couple other changes throughout the day for those Cyclones. Amigarena out. Again, Ron is out. Carballo off the taxi squad. Listen up for some of those matches today, a little bit different than the original schedule. We get started here in the 5th division of singles. It's going to be Bueno and Correa. 2 of the better players here in this division. Neither player with a loss so far to begin this seaseason. Correa 2-0, Bueno 1-0. We'll see how the day starts here. Cyclones will have the serve to begin.
We're ready to begin our first match. Bueno will have the serve for the Cyclones. Bueno serves. Today's game day has begun. Here's the backhand by Correa. Scooped up by Bueno. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand. That rebound off the back wall with a light touch. Bueno at the 4 line. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped up by Correa. Bueno winds up. 2-all. Stopped by Correa. Correa powerfully from the forehand.
Oh, wow.
Juggling on the catch of Bueno. That ball bobbled around in the cesta. First point goes to Correa of the Renegades. He serves.
I mean, given the way that ball was spinning, it coming back across to the player's forehand off the side wall, it tends to have a little bit of extra spin. Great effort there by Bueno, reading it in the right spot. Just a little bit too much of a juggle for the ref to...
Just not able to...
Yeah, oh yeah, that's actually...
That's a double catch.
Yeah, very clear. Yeah, off your footing, going back, kicking across to your forehand off the side wall. A lot working against Bueno there. Good start for Correa on the board first.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand to the inside. Bueno's there. Backhand from the 9 line. Scoop by Correa. Here's the backhand. Powerful forehand by Correa, scooped up by Bueno at the 8 line. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall to the forehand of Correa. Sent that too high. That hit the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. We're tied up at 1 point apiece. Bueno will have a serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And even though Correa didn't come away with that point, still impressed with his catching to begin this season. I mean, probably in the best streak of his career. Pretty consistent on both sides and on the bounce, too. As evidenced by that second point.
Correa on the forehand. Big right side to the inside to the feet of Bueno. That's scooped up and returned on the backhand. Rebote forehand to the inside. Here's Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote forehand just above the pad. Bueno's on it. He scores. Low and hard to the inside, scoring for Bueno of the Cyclones. He has the serve.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot against Correa. Low and hard. Basically, just touch as many surfaces as you can with that ball. And crossing the sidewall late, dropping a little bit lower, gets him that second point.
Here's backhand by Correa. That clipped the sidewall, puts it on the forehand of Bueno. In and out of the cesta of Correa it goes. 3 points, 4. Bueno, he serves.
And that time actually elevated the forehand a little bit, forcing a higher, more difficult scoop for the left side of Correa. And no need to throw shots here for Bueno. He's been throwing them well to start this season. Keeping the ball low to the inside, working out well so far. 3-1 lead early.
Correa will keep it on the forehand. That's a powerful right side. Stopped by Bueno well at the 11 line. Correa will take it on the bounce, deep in the backcourt. Big right side, a little too hard, too high. That's out of play. 4 points for Bueno of the Cyclones. He serves.
Finally getting an opportunity with that powerful right side, kicking up off the front wall and into that overhead screen.
Yeah, that hit up on the 4th panel of the front wall and up there. With enough power, it's going to kick right up to the overhead screen, which is out of play. Bueno, backhand from the 9 line. Correa, backhand from the 10. Bueno from the 8, hard to the inside. Here's the backhand by Correa. Powerful, powerful backhand by Bueno. Rebote comes out to the 8 line. Turned low and inside. That scores on 2 bounces. Correa has 2 points and the serve for the Renegades.
And that's something you have to watch out for if you're playing against Correa. It looks like he's just kind of flicking this rebote up there. But
or hooking it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he does, though. I mean, just above the pad, contact with a couple walls there, and it takes a second bounce before the opponent can get up to it. Bono's been doing a pretty good job so far today, but now he's down a couple points. Correa's starting to mix those in a little more regularly now, off the rebote.
Excellent serve by Correa. Here's backhand by Bueno. Wall to wall from the left side. Backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand to the outside is outside of play. 5 points for Bueno. Possible set point. Correa trying to make something happening there. Outside placement of the forehand. But you got to keep those boundary lines on the ground in mind. That was about 5 feet out.
Yeah, Bueno doing a good job passing consistently and forcing the Correa to just play these rebotes. It's a good serve.
Point and set for Bueno of the Cyclones, winning the first set 6-2. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next match. Set, rather.
6-2. Bueno takes the opening set. And 2 of the best players in this 5th division record-wise. Correa already 2-0. Bueno just 1-0. And after dropping the first point, Bueno taking 6 out of 7 for the opening set.
And you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are in the first of 5 scheduled matches today. One of those matches forfeited due to injury. Normally have 6. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. There you see Bueno on the bench getting input from Ferranda and Amigurena. Ferranda is back from injury today. Amigurena is still out with partial tear of one of those calves. But always willing to give good feedback.
Flipping over to the Renegades side of the bench here. In Correa, and the first thing that comes to mind, Stu, is that catching. I mean, countless great catches along the wall, close to the sidewall.
Second half of 2024 has been Correa's best.
Right, and again, I mean, just putting the ball on the floor, making contact with the sidewall. It's just the little things that we talk about every day. Makes the catch a little more difficult, and it's all you need to do against a player who's playing with a lot of confidence. You shake it up just a bit, and you see.
Should point out what's going on there, Andrew. Sorry to interrupt. Those are oxygen canisters, and Ben is very proud of those oxygen canisters. I mean, he always tries to bring something new to his teammates, and this time he brought oxygen canisters. I mean, we're not that far above sea level here in Miami. In fact, some would argue most of where we are down here is below sea level. But, you know.
I would say if we were in Boulder, we'd have a bench full of those, huh?
Yeah, we would.
Second set, ready to go. Bueno will have the serve.
We're ready to begin our second set.
like to see Correa open it up here now in this second set. I mean, we haven't seen him throw a ton of shots in his singles fall 24 season, but he's got a powerful right side. Just got to utilize it here, see if he can do so.
There's the serve by Correa. Our second set has begun. Rebote forehand by Correa to the inside. Here's Bueno. Backhand from the 7 line. Wall to wall. Rebote forehand. Caught by Bueno. Bueno will put this low and inside. Correa will not get there. First point of the important second set goes to Bueno. The Cyclones. He serves.
Such smart highlight again from Bueno. I mean, just passing on the opening throw, forcing Correa to lay that up. Yeah, Correa way out of position there, running around Bueno to the outside, leaving.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what Bueno did. Ball tipped off the serve. 2 points for Bueno. He serves.
You talk about confidence. I mean, you see, he was as confident as we'd ever seen Correa on the catch, and now missing serves. And he likes that right side. So if you see him trying to take the serve to his right, probably just lacking a little bit of confidence there to his left.
Backhand by Correa. Bueno makes the catch at the 9 line. Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Bueno. Correa with a tip ball at the 9 line. 3 points for Bueno of the Cyclones. He has a serve.
And even if Correa is able to catch the ball in the air, he's getting it on his left side deep in the backcourt. He's not able to pass from that spot on the floor. And then, again, maybe it's a second, third throw, whatever it is. Just Bueno getting the ball past him and then killing it on the next throw. 3-0 now in set 2.
Ball tipped off the serve on the forehand of Correa. That's 4 straight points for Bueno. Bueno will serve.
Again, just
this is not the Correa that we've been used to seeing.
Well, he's got tremendous power to the right side, and he wants to pass, trying to play the ball to his right.
You got to make that catch first.
Right. Again, kicking across to the forehand. A little different spin.
Here's a backhand by Correa. Here's Bueno. Bueno goes wall-to-wall from the left side. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand, low and hard. Picked up by Bueno. Rebote forehand missed by Correa. That is 5 points. Possible set, possible match for Bueno of the Cyclones.
Yeah, this has been a tremendous run. I mean, Correa led 1-0 in that first set. 11 of the next 12 points going to Bueno here. Looking for a clean set.
Both players have been playing spectacular in the second half in 2024. Bueno playing a lot of matches. But, man, he has not made any mistakes.
Bueno, one of 2 players in Division 5 frozen this year. Only he and Cabrera.
Bueno on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Powerfully thrown. What a catch by Bueno. Correa back to the inside. Bueno gets there. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand. Powerfully thrown. Caught in the air by Bueno. Picala, the big bounce. Scores. No shutout here in the second set. Correa on the board with a point. He has a serve for the Renegades.
Well, that's why you see Correa trying to get that ball to his right side. I mean, he can throw that to Picada, resulting in a big bounce up off the floor. A little bit harder for Bueno to time that up and get it in the cesta.
Powerful, powerful serve by Correa. There's a backhand by Bueno. Scoop by Bueno. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Correa right up the middle. Bueno's on it. Fakes the 2-wall, drops it inside, and it scores for the win. Point set and a match in straight sets for Bueno of the Cyclones, winning 6-2, 6-1.
Dominant performance there for Bueno to get the day started. Straight set, 6-2, 6-1. He gets the Cyclones their first point. You see the Renegades with 1.5 in the game day score. And our final match, our 6th scheduled match today, that was Division II doubles Fronton and Migarena against Goshiri and Ben, has been forfeited in the Renegades' favors. You see those points up there on the board. Coming up next, it's the top division of doubles. Take a look at the final replay here. I mean, Rebote right to the forehand of Bueno. Correa thinks he's throwing the 2-wall. And again, just that little hesitation. Can't get back in there to make the catch. Bueno, rolling on here in the Fall 24 season. What a great start for him. He remains undefeated in singles. Again, up next, it is the top division of doubles. Verona Manu take on Gaucheri and Arats.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Now let's take a look at the game day scoreboard. With that one forfeited match, the Cyclones up there with 1 point. We're going to hear from our winner, Bueno, of the Cyclones. Here is a 5th division player.
All right, Bueno, congratulations on winning that match. You're 2-0 now to begin the season. You have been frozen in this division for the last few seasons. How do you think your playing style has evolved over time?
I mean, in like this match particularly, me and Anderson's been an opponent of mine for the last couple of years. Even in Division 4, we used to play against each other. So, I think we're both valuable in the 5 division. And I mean, as far as the team goes, it's important that we make as many points as possible. You got the Renegades running the standings right now, and we're trying to hold it together. So, hopefully my play does impact all that in a positive way. So, that's all I got to say.
Well, Bueno, again, congratulations. Let's see what else happens on today's game.
Thank you. Go Clones.
And up next, top division of doubles, Verona and Manu take on Gaucheri and Arats. It's been a great start for the top team of the Renegades, 4-0. They are undefeated. Verona and Manu with 2-2.
Not wasting any time. There's a serve.
There's a serve by Verona. Our second match is underway. Low runner to the inside. There's Manu to scoop it up. Backhand. This one picked off by Arats at the 11 line. Ball on the screen. It's out of play. First point to the Renegades.
Players wanting to get the ball past their opponents, keeping it high in the court. Have to keep that overhead screen in mind, especially with that release to the front wall. The higher you release it to the front wall, don't have to throw it that powerfully. That can kick up and hit the overhead screen, which is what that did.
Backhand by Manu to the inside. Arats backing up, pulls it in at the 13 line. Here's Verona up at the 8, hard throw. Gaucheri's got a play on it. He takes it on the left side. Big backhand follows. Here's the rebote. Right on the wall. Verona makes a save. Gaucheri attacks. Whips it to the outside, but that lands outside the court. Point for the Cyclones. Verona and Manu tie it up.
There's a certain amount of muscle memory associated with each of the throws that a highlight player makes. And in that case, Gaucheri goes to the outside quite frequently. In that case, just didn't bring it over far enough to land it in play. Ball lands about 3 feet wide.
Serve just out of reach of Gaucheri. Here's Arats in the backcourt. Launches this. Verona makes a save. Back to the inside. Arats backhand from the 10. Manu steps up. Arats back at the 13. This one coming in a little lower. Verona steps inside. His backhand. Up a little higher. Here's Arats from the 12. Verona again, backhand. On the bounce. Here's Manu to scoop it up. Gaucheri looking to attack. He's got it in the air up at the 7. There's a backhand rifled. Not out of reach of Manu. Good catch backed up to the glass.
That cesta was against the back wall when he caught it.
For Bote coming up the middle. Manu again, backhand, high and hard this time. Arats steps back, makes the catch. Verona backhand to the inside. Here's Arats at the 12. Higher and harder. Bote's coming out. Verona for Bote played inside. Here's Gaucheri. Gaucheri inside placement. Right on the wall. Manu is there. What a catch. Here's Arats back at the 13 line. The low runner inside. Cut off by Verona. Verona's low runner. That's stopped by Arats. Oh, dropping low. Manu just did get to it. Powerful backhand, not out of reach of Arats. Makes the leaping grab. This one right on the wall. Foronda makes a save on the back end. Gaucheri attacking again. Little splitter. Scoop by Manu. Manu from the forehand. Hard throw back into the corner. Arats gets there. Arats from the 12 line. His backhand pulled in by Foronda. Foronda up with a 9. Here's Arats now. Gaucheri steps back to cut it off. Rifles the backhand. Actually into the overhead screen. That's out of play. Second point for the Cyclones, Foronda and Manu. They serve.
Yeah, 2 unforced errors there by Gaucheri. A costado that went out. In that case, he threw it really hard, but hit the overhead screen.
Arats from the left side, low runner crossing the side wall. Great catch by Manu. There's the backhand. Arats in the corner. Comes out on the left side, pulled in again by Manu right on the side wall. He launches his backhand. Arats steps up. Well, again, great catch right on the wall. Backhand. Here's Arats from the 12 line. Trying to get this one past Manu. He steps in there. Hard throw coming up the middle. This one well out of reach. Foronda takes off. Robote play to the inside. Clears the overhead screen. Arats makes the catch. Manu back at the 12. High hard throw. Just does clear again. Gaucheri takes off. Calls him off. Powerful Robote to the inside. That's scooped by Manu. Backhand. Picked off by Arats. Foronda. Leaping grab. Backhand. Coming up the middle. Here's the Robote. Gaucheri lines it up. Powers it right up the middle again. Manu keeps it on the forehand. He crosses the sidewall. Arats steps up to it. That backhand opens up. Foronda looking for it on the outside. Keeps it on the right side. Crosses. Arats makes another good catch. Quick release on the backhand. Gaucheri quickly into the costado. That clipped again. Manu scooped it. Backhand. Up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. 2-2.
Manu again, trying to get the ball back to the back wall, passing his opponents. Caught the overhead screen. I'll tell you, Foronda actually looks good. Glad that he took that necessary time to, not push that calf injury. He's moving well.
Well, under serve. Second serve for Gaucheri.
Like in that case, he moved well out of the way of the ball.
Backhand. Crossing in the corner. Here's Arats. Great catch. Backed up to the glass. Manu up at the 10. Slows it down. Crossing again. Arats picks it off. This one just out of reach. Foronda. Late notice on the Robote. Turns it up the middle. Here's Arats. He keeps it on the left side. The low runner. Right to Manu. Leaping grab by Arats in the corner. This one close to the side wall. Foronda pulls it in. Backhand 2-wall. Ooh, caught in the air by Gaucheri. Gaucheri, the carambola. Lands in, and it scores. High carambola makes it a 3-2 lead.
Beautiful throw by Gaucheri. Impossible to return. See, Foronda try to snap off a quick backhand 2-wall. That's caught in the air by Gaucheri. Gaucheri sends this one high from the forehand into the side wall. Cuts to the outside. Look at that. Landed beautifully. No returning it. Oh, look at Foronda.
Foronda's got the serve. Powers it to the inside. Arats elects to play the Robote. Makes the save. Foronda. Another one. There's a drop shot. Dropped in to score.
That's some of the most aggressive play I've seen from Foronda there. Picked the serve. Turned around. Look at this. Picks the serve on the forehand. Sends it back. Beautiful save here by Arats. And then the kill shot. Very well done by Foronda.
Arats from the 10 line. There's a big backhand. Manu steps out of the way. Ferronda with the forehand rebote. Taken off the side wall. Rotz again, the low runner. Manu steps around it. He makes a save, but sent it up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. 4-3, Renegades lead.
Manu definitely having a difficult time. Certainly not with the catching. I mean, his catching is as good as anyone's back here. But just these high plays up to the front wall.
Backhand to the inside. Stopped by Rotz. Here's a Rotz from the 13. Hard to the inside. Manu steps back. Good catch. Rotz up at the 10 line. Low bullet. Ferronda switches to the forehand. High to the inside. Rotz steps in there. Good positioning. Low runner backing up. Manu scooped it up. Hard throw again. This one a little closer to the side wall. Rotz, late notice. Gaucheri makes a save up the middle. Here's Ferronda. Powerfully to the inside. Rotz with the flying catch. Hard throw. That's well out of reach of Manu. Ferronda takes off early. Stops at the 5 line. He saves it to the inside. It stays on the wall to score. 4-4 is the score. Ferronda, Manu serve.
Great play by Ferronda. He got in there for the forehand rebote, put it right back on the side wall. Setting up a particularly difficult catch there for Gaucheri, who catches at the side wall as well as anyone in the entire program.
Fault over serve. Second serve for Ferronda.
The second serve has to land between the 4 and 7 line.
Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Rotz. Rebote left side, dug out by Manu. To the inside, that's scooped. Gaucheri high to the inside. Look at the pass. Oh, what a grab by Manu. Rebote left side. Gaucheri puts it hard up inside. There's Manu. Manu from the 12. Hard backhand. That one's out of reach. Gaucheri lines it up. Powerful. Oh, actually soft rebote. Rotz back at the 12. Low runner. That's right on the wall. Ferronda makes the catch. Runner back to a Rotz. Steps in at the 13 line. Oh, what a grab right on the wall by Manu. Lifts the backhand up. Gaucheri back at the 10 line. Cuts it off. Hard throw. Manu keeps it on the left. There's the backhand. On the bounce. Good pickup by Rotz deep in the backcourt. Manu now up at the 11. Higher and harder. Ooh, that caught the screen. That's out of play. 5 points for Gaucheri and Rotz. They have a possible set point.
Just not used to seeing these throwing mistakes. Can't see. The cesta's not that far away from here. It's on the other side of the glass, but can't see if he broke out a new cesta or a different piece of equipment. We do sometimes see that.
Oh, Ferronda's got that serve. Outside placement. Gaucheri's got it. Gaucheri's got the carom. That scores for the set. Renegades close it out 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set 2.
Tell you, some tremendous play there by Ferronda, though he did not come out on the winning end of that first set. Gaucheri and Rotz playing the usual excellent highlight that we're used to seeing from both, though Gaucheri bringing some mistakes to that first set. Here we see Ferronda picking the serve of Gaucheri. Outside placement, but look who's standing right there. Gaucheri picks it up on the right side, throws the carom, side wall, front wall, floor, and out to finish off that set. Very well done. Currently in our second of 5 scheduled matches on this game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Brothers Gaucheri and Rotz sitting on the bench. You have Goenaga standing there, warming up his arm for his matches forthcoming.
Yeah, I mean, to really emphasize, I mean, never seen Manu struggle with the overhead screen quite that much. Coming into today, thanks to our friends at Robote Analytics, it's been 3 throws into the screen all season coming into this match and 4 in set number 1. So, I mean, that's just surprising. You never see a player like that struggle. But again, I mean, maybe a new piece of equipment, working some things out. It's just the slightest adjustment could make a huge difference.
See Ben there making sure that Gaucheri stays loose, especially with these lower limb injuries that we've been having. Again, the Cyclones, word was used with me, decimated by calf injuries. Back over on the Cyclones half of player's cage. Manu stepping back in, basically pointing up, just saying, he has no idea what's going on with that. Ferranda, though, came back from his calf injury, spot on. Catches have been good. His court positioning has been good.
Mobility, I mean, some good signs there for Ferranda.
Absolutely.
Who wasn't moving all too well last time we saw him on camera, but back out there today in a top division doubles match. Second set. There's a serve. Our second set has begun. Arantz gets up to the serve, launches the backhand high off the back wall. On deters the rebote. Well, what a scoop by Gaucheri. It's coming hard inside, and it scores.
Beautiful scoop by Gaucheri, and he blasts it just low and in. So you'll see it here. Gaucheri on the scoop and throws it just low enough and hard enough to set up a near impossible catch there for Manu, crossing the side wall at the 10 line.
Fault under serve, second serve coming up.
Almost looked like Gaucheri lost his footing. I'm not sure if he got a bad bounce. I mean, he certainly threw it hard. That ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve.
Manu handles the serve. Back to the inside. Gaucheri calls him off. Robote save on the wall. Big bouncer. Manu on the hop controls it. Back over the top inside. Gaucheri, the Philo, split them up. 2 score. My, oh my, that's a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Gaucheri's come out in this second set with that extra fast gear of his, firing the ball just out of play. Communication between Manu and Ferranda wasn't particularly good there. And the sound of the cesta hitting the glass right in front of the microphone, that was loud. Tip of that cesta's like a hammer.
Still intact, too. Manu handles the serve, drops this one inside on the wall. Good pull in by Arantz. There's the backhand. Stopped overhead. Here's Manu from the 12. This one coming in a little lower. Gaucheri steps back. Over to the inside. Manu gets to this one. His backhand tipped in the corner. Perfectly thrown, crossing deep. Gets the Cyclones on the board.
And you will not see Arantz miss many balls, whether he plays 2 sets or 3. And whether or not he plays 1 game or 3 games. 1 or 3 matches, rather. He does not miss many balls when he's out here. That one, though, in the corner, they're so hard to catch.
Hard serve. Manu just out of the way. There's a backhand. And it passes. Ferranda lays it up to the outside. Gaucheri stops it again. Hard forehand. One-handed attempt just missed. Renegades open up the lead back to 2 points.
So Manu tries to get that on the scoop, knowing, I mean, if you see how far back into the outside that ball came once it passed him, he would have had to have turned around and tried to make a rebote out of that. That rebound play off the back wall, that was not going to happen. He had to try to get it there.
There's a powerful serve. Manu gets in there on the right side. High off the front wall. Drops it between the Renegades. Gaucheri looking for the rebote. On the inside, here's Manu from the 10. Trying to pass Arats, he does. Gaucheri up there at the 6. Beautiful Robote turn wall to wall. Ferronda looking for it. Sent it up in the screen. What a throw by Gaucheri. That's a 4-1 lead for the Renegades.
So again, that ball came back to the sidewall off the Robote, but just way up there at their 4 line.
Backhand to the inside. Here's the Robote. Here's Manu up at the 9. Low runner inside. Stopped by Arats. Ferronda has it overhead. Backhand. Right to Arats there at the 13 line. This one coming in a lower. Ferronda makes another play on it. Oh, that one a little too low. Caught the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. 5 points for the Renegades. Possible set and a possible match point.
He's got the whole wall to work with. How does he hit the pad there on the backhand? He's going for the low runner. Trying to throw a shot. Just blast it low and hard above the pad. Will set up a difficult catch. Did not work.
Arats makes the catch. Backhand. Coming to the inside. There's Manu. Powerful Robote. That's out of reach of Manu. Ferronda looking for it. Makes the save back to the inside. Arats scrambling. Elects to play the Robote. He's got that one. Manu from the backcourt. Low runner to the inside. Right to Arats. Great positioning. Hard backhand follows.
What a catch
there back beyond the 13. Arats ducks. Gaucheri has to make a tough save on the Robote. Just lays it up. Here's Ferronda. Forehand powerfully thrown to the inside. Oh, Magic City bounce. Arats takes it on the right side. Ferronda again. There's the backhand. Hard into the corner. Arats makes another play. Robote comes shooting out. Robote higher off the front wall. Big bounce. Oh, great control by Manu. Arats wall to wall this time. Ferronda alone for the Robote. Tracks it down to the 5 line. Turns it up the middle. Here's Arats. Manu steps up. There's a backhand play to the 9 line. Low bullet. Comes shooting off the back wall. Gaucheri turns it. Oh, that kicked way up. Manu has to play the Robote. It's a 2-wall. Gaucheri from the costado. The 2-wall thrown in to score for the win. Point, set, and match. Straight set victory for the Renegades. 6-4, 6-1. And with that, Gaucheri and Arats remain perfect, now halfway to a perfect season at 5-0 to begin Division I doubles. And with the forfeit already, Gaucheri and Ben winners of our final match via forfeit. Gaucheri and Arats getting an extra 1.5 right there. Renegades now have 3 for the game day, just 1 for the Cyclones, courtesy of Bueno with that singles win. We're going to see Carballo back in action here off of the taxi squad. Good to have him back. He's with Rock against Goanaga and Flores in the 5th division. That's coming up in just 2 minutes. Look at that game day score now. Almost a full 10 points ahead of the Chargers. 9.5 point lead for the Renegades up at the top. Cyclones just a half point from the 4th and final playoff spot. Always have to keep in mind the game days played at this point in the season. And coming into today, it looks like it may be a difference in a point or two, but every team, even on game days played, that would be 5 game days so far. We're going to hear from our winning team, Gaucheri and Arats. Didn't come away with the World Super Court Championship this year. A little extra motivation in Battle Court, and they are just dominating this top division. Another straight set victory for the top team of the Renegades. Let's hear from Gaucheri and Arats. There they are.
Gaucheri and Arats, congratulations on winning that match. You're 5-0 now and halfway to a perfect doubles season. What does the team have to do to continue having this much success in doubles through the end of the season?
I think that Like always I say, we can penetrate very good and we know each other. What good is our job. He do very good his job, I do very good my job, and then we see if we can continue winning the matches that we have left.
Yeah, we play a lot of season together too. We know how we have to play when we are playing together, and we know that we are a hard team if we play our best. So let's go match by match to achieve that goal.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match, and we'll see what happens on the next game day.
Thank you.
And up next, we've got the 5th Division doubles match. Going to be Carballo subbing for Ron here in Division 4 with Rock. They take on Goanaga and Flores. You're wondering, haven't seen Carballo this season. Well, that's because he's on the taxi squad. A couple of injuries for the Cyclones have opened up an opportunity in Division 4. Carballo stepping into sub. First time we've seen him in the Fall 24 season. Good to see him back out there, Stu.
Absolutely looking forward to seeing Carballo play.
Jersey fits, looks good. Let's play.
Carballo serves. We begin. Here's the backhand by Flores. Carballo from the 7 line. Backhand. Mid-court placement. Rock sends it deep from the forehand. Robote. Rock down low with the 11 line. Forehand. Back to the inside. Robote 4. Goanaga will score. Goanaga and Flores first up on the board here. In our third match of the day, Goanaga has the serve. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And Carballo played each of the previous 5 seasons of Battle Court in Division 3. Rangy, athletic, a little bit wild up in the front, but exciting nonetheless.
Excellent catch by Rock off a hard serve by Goanaga. Here's a backhand by Flores. Robote save. Catch by Goanaga. To the inside he goes, where he scores. 2 points for the orange shirts, the Renegades, Goanaga and Flores. Goanaga has the serve.
And you need that type of range and athleticism up in the front court to hang with Goanaga. He just has so many shots. He throws all of them pretty well. And the way that Flores is catching back behind him, giving him that necessary support to open it up on the offensive side of things. I mean, this 5th Division team for the Renegades has been one of the best in all of Battle Court, still undefeated.
Excellent catch by Rock off a hard serve by Goanaga. Here's Flores in the backcourt. Hard to the inside he goes. Backhand. Flores from the 11 line. Nice right side by Rock. Robote for Goanaga to the inside. Rock from the 11 line. Forehand by Rock. Caught by Goanaga. Goanaga to the inside. Rock makes the save on the Robote. That clears the overhead screen. Here's Goanaga. Cortada. Stopped by Rock and a beautiful catch. There's the backhand.
Great catch there by Rock.
Rock again, this time from the 10 line. Backhand, 2-wall. Will score. My, oh my. Well played by Rock. For the Cyclones. Gets them on the board here in this match. Carballo will serve.
Goanaga's so aggressive up there in the front. Really the only time when things aren't going perfectly for this team is when he just forgets about the outside. You see a little bit late to get out to it. Not expecting a backhand 2-wall coming from Rock. I mean, that's really not his game, but threw it beautifully there. Got to find a way to put points up on the board.
Goanaga picks the serve, puts it inside. Robote forehand, great concentration by Rock. Goanaga winding up. Rock is there, cannot hold on. 3 points for Goanaga and Flores. Goanaga has the serve.
You know, Rock right there in pretty decent position, moving up on it because he knows that Goanaga can throw that drop shot in just above the pad, wants to make sure that he has the range to get up to it, but he can also blast it right back to him as he did there. He's got to stand in there. Rock did, just missed it.
Fault underserve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's a forehand by Rock. Gonaga, tough catch there at the 7 line. Rock, fine catch, and a nice backhand from the 10. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Here's Carballo with the catch. Powerful costado, scooped up by Gonaga. Rock is there. Backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Here's Flores. Rock, backhand from the 10. Right up the middle. Caught on the forehand of Gonaga. Cortada will score. 4 points for Gonaga and Flores of the Renegades. Gonaga serves.
That was well executed right there. Got that ball to cross the sidewall late, just as Rock was trying to step up and make that catch. What does it do? It drops a little lower off the sidewall and underneath that basket.
Haven't seen the explosiveness for Carballo. Just doesn't look comfortable making some of these catches.
I was just going to say.
But playing with a lot of control.
Yeah.
It's a catch by Rock on the forehand. Lays it up. Gonaga's there. Backhand. Here's the backhand by Rock. Flores from the 12 line to the inside. Carballo calls for the rebote. Beautiful rebote to the inside. Gonaga is there. Rock on the catch. Backhand from the 11. Gonaga with a hop. Backhand from the 9. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Gonaga. Rock, great catch at the 11. Keeps it in play off the backhand. Rebote missed on the forehand of Gonaga. 2 points for Carballo and Rock. Carballo has the serve for the Cyclones.
And a little bit of a miscommunication there.
I don't know. If we know anything, we know that Flores is going to give Gonaga a hard time for missing that ball.
Well, Flores giving himself a hard time, but again, it didn't hear anything from the front quarter who's been playing a bulk of the balls. I mean, sometimes it's a little difficult. Never want to have that ball drop between both players, but Gonaga a little bit off his footing right there, trying to get back and make the save. Still a good showing, but yeah, you said it, Stu. I mean, Carballo is not the wild nature, fast speed that we're used to seeing. Controlled play, keep the rally going, and just trying to get comfortable here in set 1.
Carballo will take that on the bounce at the 9 line. Powerful forehand caught by Gonaga. Beautiful catch by Rock. Here's the backhand from the 11 line, stays to the inside. Rebote by Gonaga. Carballo makes the catch, winds up. Powerful costado stopped by Flores. Carballo on the run, makes the catch. Forehand from the 8 line, powerfully thrown. Well caught by Gonaga. Rock again, backhand from the 11. Catch by Flores. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Here's Gonaga. Powerful throw. Carballo, what a catch. Fires it towards the outside of the court. Flores makes the catch. Pica, big bounce. Caught by Rock against the back wall. He keeps this ball in play. Rock again from the 13 line. Big right side, high and hard to the inside. Beautifully thrown. Carballo for the rebote. He makes a diving save, cuts to the outside. Gonaga read that perfect. Cortada, stopped by Rock. There's the backhand. Big backhand. Stopped by Rock again. Rock from the 12 line. Rock now on the forehand from the 12 line. Carballo, tough rebote save at the side wall. Beautifully played. Gonaga will send it back. Rock's there again. Backhand from the 10 line. To the inside. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Great catch again by Rock. Here's the backhand. That clears the overhead screen, coming back out. Carballo on the bounce. On the left side. Backhand to the inside. Powerfully thrown. Carballo has it to the outside, fires it across court, it scores. What a well-played point by all 4 players. Carballo and Rock come out on top of that one. Carballo serves for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that's really the first throw we've seen Carballo go at it full with the forehand. Take a look here, takes him to the outside, winds this one up. And it's just tough to scoop it up there right off the floor.
Again, Carballo joining us from the taxi squad, but he's in as good a shape as he's ever been. Yeah. He's always been one of the most fit players in all of Battle Court. It's a question of maintaining control, and so far, we're seeing a very controlled Carballo. And what about Rock? This is probably the best I've seen Rock ever play.
He's such a competitor. I mean, when a lot stacked against the Cyclones, and he's playing some of the best we've seen.
Fault underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rock has just made some spectacular catches so far in this first set.
Yeah, and the matchup, too, here doesn't really favor the Renegades. I mean, thinking about you have to play Ron, and then you have Carballo. I mean,
Gonaga picks the serve, fires it inside.
Oh,
Rock
my.
scoops it. Here's the backhand. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 5 points for Gonaga and Flores. Possible set point.
that was close. Just catching a piece of that overhead screen if it did. But again, that's a difficult catch, and when you make a catch like that,
to maintain control of it. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
You tend to see missed throws off of great catches.
At any level.
Right.
In any division. Here's a catch by Rock. Forehand, high and hard to the front wall. Flores is there. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand by Rock. Powerfully thrown, dropping on the back wall. Oh my, what a catch by Rock. Way up high, outside placement, and Gonaga gets there. Rock on the backhand. Gonaga makes the catch. Gonaga, Cortada, stopped by Carballo. Big backhand, stopped by Gonaga. This ball goes by Rock and scores a hard-fought set going for Gonaga and Flores 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. Well, for those who were wondering what Carballo was going to look like when he came back off of the taxi squad, you saw it. But I'll tell you something. Him playing with Rock, that's the best I've seen Rock play, I think maybe ever.
Yeah.
In that first set.
I mean, a couple of mistakes, surely, but the catching still was phenomenal.
He stopped balls that we've seen him miss consistently. Consistently made some fantastic catches there. You were watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Renegades going up against the Cyclones. We're currently in the third of 5 scheduled matches. We usually have 6. 1. It has been forfeited due to injury.
And we kind of saw it towards the end of that set, but I'd like to see Carballo just open it up a little bit more in set 2.
Look at this catch. Look at this catch by
reaching
Rock.
up high, controlling it, and then straight to the outside. And pretty good stop there by Gonaga.
Excellent read. Well, Gonaga basically at this point doesn't want to be yelled at by Flores for missing balls, you know. So he's going to work a little extra harder to make sure he scores some points. Gonaga's playing great.
I mean, look at this one-handed catch. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing.
Yeah,
that's
that right there. But Carballo maintaining
movement,
control.
Great catch. Always exciting, though. And we got to think about, you know, these guys have been playing also for about a full month of the regular season. This is Carballo's first time in-game action. It's been all practice for him for the last, month and a half or so since we've come back from the summer break. So, you know, just practice reps, stepping out there for the first time.
He looks great.
Yeah, I mean,
he really looks great.
See what happens here, set number 2. And again, I mean, you're looking at this matchup too. It doesn't get any more difficult in Division 5. I mean, Gonaga is the highest ranked player in this group in Division 3 singles, so.
But I am so impressed with Rock. Early candidate for Player of the Day as far as I'm concerned.
See what happens here, set 2.
We are ready to begin our second set. Carballo will have the serve for the Cyclone. There's a serve by Carballo. There's a backhand by Flores. Carballo cross court. Backhand from the 8 line. Powerfully thrown. Rebote midcourt. Played by Gonaga. Carballo attacks on the bounce. Powerful from the forehand.
Oh,
what a scoop by Gonaga. Rock on the backhand from the 11 line will keep this ball in play. Rebote forehand. Passing the front quarter. Rock is there at the back wall. Right side, sidearm, stop by Goanaga. Dos Paredes, the 2-wall will score. Goanaga and Flores first up on the board here in the second set. Goanaga has the serve.
Well, the first couple throws of that opening point, we saw Carballo very active, cutting balls off on the inside. What does that do? It's going to open up the outside of the court a little bit more. Goanaga recognized it. First opportunity, shot it. Perfectly done.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
I mean, what we saw in the first set was Carballo discipline and really respecting the shots of Goanaga. Now that you're down a set, you got to open it up. So, I mean, you might sacrifice some, but you got to find a way to put points up on the board for your own team, too.
There's the right side by Arak. Backhand by Goanaga. Low and hard to the inside. Carballo is there. Big backhand by Carballo. Rebote. Carballo ducking. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is a second point for Goanaga and Flores of the Renegades. Goanaga has a serve. Both of these Cyclones, both Carballo coming off of the taxi squad as well as Rock, can have a tendency to get a little wild with the throws. Rock kept it in good control there in that first set.
Yeah, just difficult kicking up way up high to the left side.
There's the backhand by Rock. Hard right to the corner, out to the rebote. Rock catches it in the air. Beautiful catch by Flores. Carballo calls for the rebote. Catch by Goanaga. He winds up. Drop shot to the inside where it scores. Beautifully executed by Goanaga. 3 points for the Renegades. Goanaga and Flores. Goanaga serves.
I mean, this is just tremendous shot making here from Goanaga. When you establish the 2-wall, you see Carballo breaking, and that first lunge, I mean, that's a heavy lunge to the outside, expecting the shot, and he drops it inside.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what Goanaga did. Dropped it to the inside beautifully. Powerful serve by Goanaga. Rock on the return. Tough play by Rock. He makes a great save on the rebote.
Another one, though.
Carballo calls for the rebote. That's going to be missed mid-court. 4 points for Goanaga and Flores. Goanaga has the serve. So a lot of kinetic energy there. Carballo saw that Rock was going to have a difficult time making that catch. He called him off early for the rebote, but was in good positioning, just couldn't turn it.
Yeah, it really opened up off the back wall, too.
What a catch by Rock. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Catch by Goanaga. Rebote saved by Rock. Caught by Goanaga. Backhand from the 7 line. What a scoop by Rock. Here's the backhand. Goanaga's there. Rebote forehand. Catch by Goanaga. Rock from the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Low end, hard end, caught by Goanaga. Flores again to the inside. Here's Rock. Rebote for Goanaga. Rock on the forehand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Carballo takes it in the air, winds up. Costado hard to the inside. Flores scoops it up nicely on the backhand. Here's Rock. Backhand from the 12. Goanaga's there, winding up. Carballo's calling for it. Forehand rebote save. Well played. Goanaga picks it off. Drop shot. Rock read that one, was there. Just tipped it. 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Goanaga and Flores. The Renegades. Goanaga serves.
That's a long run for the backcourt, but
so close. He was so close. I mean, again, if you can touch it with the cesta, you can catch it with the cesta.
And one thing about Rock, too, I mean, playing severely shorthanded today. I mean, it's easy to come out there and just lay down, and you're not going to see that from Rock. I mean, he's given maybe the most effort we've seen at any point this season, and just tells you the type of player he is, the type of professional he is, the type of man he is. That's good to see from Rock back there.
Excellent catch by Rock. There's the backhand. Flores on the catch, backhand. Rock takes it in the air. Powerful backhand. Flores from the 11 line. Big backhand. Robote coming low. Carballo makes the save. Catch on the forehand of Flores. Carballo right side from the 7 line. Low and hard to the inside. That will score on the second bounce. No shutout here. Carballo and Rock are on the board with a point. Still possible set and match point for Goenaga and Flores. Here's a serve by Carballo.
Takes a look here, winds it up low and hard. Again, Goenaga trying to scoop that one up in front of the backcourt with the 5-0 lead. Gonna let that.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
I just hope Goenaga's prepared to get lit up in the post-game interview. Back-to-back days, Stu.
Robote left side. Forehand by Goenaga. That's a cortada that's stopped before touching the side wall by Carballo. Robote for Goenaga. It's a 2-all.
Oh,
Carballo read it, but was not able to get there. Point, set, and match to Goenaga and Flores, taking it in straight set, 6-3, 6-1.
And the Renegades 5th Division doubles team keeps rolling on. Another win, straight set, 6-3, 6-1. Man, Goenaga and Flores. See 4.5 points for the Renegades already on this game day. 2 doubles matches remain, 3rd Division. Up next, Bonamanu take on Goenaga and Arats. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. And we'll see the game day score. Renegades already with enough points to secure the win. Cyclones could come away with as many as 4 points, but they're going to need to win these final 2 doubles matches. Bono Manu against Goenaga to Rats up next. Then Carballo and Bono take on Correa and Ben. Before we get to any of that, we're going to hear from our winning team, Goenaga and Flores. Here they are.
All right, Goenaga Flores 4-0 for you guys to start the season. Coming off a great performance on Fridays, how much confidence did the team have playing out there today?
You know, going into the game, Jairo came up to me and told Angela, so why don't you ask Flores why they call me Flopez? Because Lopez don't miss. I catch that ball all day.
Yeah, like he said, he played well. He didn't miss a ball. We tried our best. We won, so happy.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game day.
Oh, that's these win interviews with Flores are turning into a bit.
Call coming in from Zumaya, Spain right now. My goodness. All right.
Boy, alert the authorities in the Basque Country.
I may have to take this one. Boy, Zumaya 911. Okay. Wow.
Well, hey, Stu, I mean, you keep winning, you can keep talking, and as long as they win.
As long as he doesn't ask us to change his jerseys, he's fine.
Well, let's see the 3rd Division doubles match coming up next. Bueno and Manu for the Cyclones, taking on Goenaga and Arats, seeing Goenaga for the 2nd match in a row.
No. The sport.
Goenaga and Arats 3-0 to begin this season, looking to stay perfect. One of 3 doubles teams for the Renegades and are undefeated. We've seen the other 2 already today, Goenaga and Flores, and Gaucheri and Arats with wins. See if Goenaga and Arats could extend that winning streak to 4 as well. But Bueno and Manu, one of the better teams in Division 3 and an experienced team in this division as well. They won their first 2 matches of the regular season, but then they lost their last 2.
I will give Flores credit. That was funny. That was funny.
It's good stuff.
I'm sure Lopez will be in touch with him. Lopez, my goodness.
Ready to go here with this Division 3 doubles. Bueno and Manu will serve to Goanaga and Arats. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match. 3rd Division doubles. Bueno and Manu take on Goanaga and Arats. Cyclones have the serve. There's a serve. We begin. Hard back into the inside by Arats. Here's Bueno on the rebote. He makes a save. Drop shot. Bueno stops it on the forehand. Takes a look. High and hard looking to pass. Arats out of the way. Goanaga. Left side rebote. Manu keeps it inside. Arats steps up. High hard backhand. Out of reach again. A little closer to the side wall. Bueno saves it just above the pad, gets it to the backcourt. Here's Arats. Manu just beyond the 11 line. Hard throw to the inside. Arats pulls in another. Backhand. Bueno backed up to the 9 line. Hard throw. That's dropping again. Arats steps up. Right on the numbers. Manu, spectacular grab. Backhand high off the front wall. Gets it to Arats. Low runner in the corner. Scoop by Manu. Backhand. Hard throw by Arats. Again, Manu in the corner. Tough catch. Gets this one to Goanaga, though. He takes it in the front. Backhand dropping. Manu now from the 12. Sidearm play. Taken in by Goanaga. Low runner again. There's Bueno coming cross court to cut it off. Lifts the backhand to the middle of the court. Goanaga, there's a carom now. Bueno stops this one. Bueno from the outside, low and hard.
Great
what a
catch.
pick by Goanaga. Makes the catch before the second bounce. Manu now with the rebote. Little clip off the sidewall. Goanaga into the drop shot. Got the first bounce, not the second. Bueno's drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second one to score.
Bueno is as focused as I've seen him all season long. Locked into stopping that drop shot that was really well thrown by Goanaga. Bueno was able to get it on the forehand and return the droppier of the drop shots.
Absolutely right, Stu. Look at Bueno here. Yeah, Goanaga backing up, expecting something hard, and just a soft touch there to score. Rebote forehand. Goanaga keeps it to the inside. Here's Manu. Backhand just beyond the 11. Arats scoops it up in the corner. Hard to the inside. Good catch again by Manu on the numbers. There's the backhand. Dying off the front wall. Goanaga's got to play. Soft touch on the forehand. Bueno, good control. Makes the play. Backhand deep into the backcourt. Here's Arats. Manu now from the 11 line. Low bullet. Arats steps up. Higher and harder. Here's Manu now. Get up to the 11 line. Arats looking to pass. Manu steps back. Arats takes a step up, trying to get it at the feet of Manu. He steps out of the way. Bueno on a knee, turns the rebote. Goanaga backs up, scoops it. High hard throw. Bueno looking for another one. Up at the 7th line, plays it to the inside. Goanaga into the costado, the 2-wall. Stopped by Bueno again. Bueno's carom lands in, and it scores. 2 points for Bueno and Manu.
Bueno's playing with such confidence, and that confidence has basically been reinforced by his play in this second half of 2024. Great catches, great throws. His court positioning is spot on. Look at this. 2-all comes right to his forehand, has the confidence to return the kill shot. Beautifully done by Bueno. Arats, what a backhand there. Wall to wall. Bueno up at the 6th line, turns it to the inside.
Here's Goenaga to cut it off the backhand 2-wall. Not hard enough. Bueno back to the inside. There's Goenaga. Manu keeps it on the left side. Oh, bullet. Cut off by Goenaga. There's a good read. Right on the wall. Manu steps up. Manu now launches it. Clearing the overhead screen. Goenaga backpedals up at the 5 line. Turns the rebote back to the left side of Manu. Manu again with the low runner. Arats couldn't get there in the air, but he does have the rebote. Out to the middle of the court. Bueno on the bounce. High hard into the corner. Goenaga off his footing. Lays it up. Bueno attacking. Forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped by Goenaga. Backhand on the wall. Stopped by Manu.
Tremendous catch.
Arats only came behind this one. Not past Manu. He stops it at the 11 line. This one out of reach. Goenaga looking for another rebote. Played up the middle on the bounce. Manu scoops it up. Oh, runner again, backing up. Arats scooped it up. Bueno's backhand just does clear the overhead screen, cutting inside. Goenaga just lays it up. Bueno into the costado. Hard inside, backing up. Arats takes it on the forehand. Here's Bueno now. High and hard. Goenaga up at the 6 line looking for the rebote. Makes the save. Manu now. Low runner. Goenaga out of position. Arats has to scoop it up. He does. There's the backhand. Caught by Manu. Late notice. Goenaga gets out there. Rebote play to the inside. Manu steps up again. There's the backhand. Later notice this time. Goenaga just does make the save. Bueno up at the 5. Another carom. Not opening up enough, but ate him up. It will score.
That's the case where not throwing the carom particularly well. It's not a bad carom, but you want it to cut open more. That's cutting out at the middle of the court. Goenaga was running for the better of carom that would cut out closer to the front wall, but he overran it. But that case, it worked.
Arats hard throw. That's launched up the middle. Bueno. Rebote power to the inside. Arats off his footing. He makes the scoop. Manu steps up. Not going to let that ball cross the sidewall. He rifles this in the corner. Arats with the catch. Arats, big backhand. Bueno over the 5 line. Tracks it down. Puts it inside. Goenaga into the costado. There's a 2-wall. Opening up wide to score. Renegades on the board now. They serve.
This is beautifully executed by Goenaga. He throws it powerfully. Cuts out. Bueno again reaching, probably about 2 feet away from that ball, but still it's in the screen by the time Bueno would have had any kind of realistic play on it. Very well done by Goenaga.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up.
And Manu does not seem to be having that same difficulty with the overhead screen that he had in his first match. By the same token, we've seen him throw him lower consistently, low and inside and probably mid-wall, but hasn't gone for any high passes.
Arats him deep in the backcourt, comes away with it. Kicks out to the forehand of Manu now. Goenaga cuts it off. There's a drop shot. Got the first bounce on the wall. Bueno picks it off. Bueno returns a dropper. Oh, not enough. Goenaga with time. There's a good one. And it scores. 2 points for the Renegades.
Just
they
the
serve.
reverse of what we saw earlier with Bueno in there, dropping one in softer on the second pass. Goenaga did it this time. Drop shot. Bueno gets up there. That's not particularly well thrown, but this last one just kisses the front wall. Second bounce right there just past the 4 line. Beautifully done. Good effort by Bueno.
A good catch by Manu off a tough serve. Goenaga back on the inside. High, hard throw. Ooh, that caught the screen. It's out of play. 4 points now for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that ball hit the overhead screen back around the 9 line.
Arats on the left side. There's a low runner. Picked off the sidewall. Good catch by Manu. Back into the corner. Here's the rebote. Right on the wall. Goenaga makes a tough save. Bueno just going to pass with the backhand. This comes shooting off the back wall. Goenaga just lays it up. Manu on the bounce. Backhand just beyond the 10 line. Arats is there again. High, hard throw. It's a little too high. In the overhead screen, out of play. That's 5 points now for Bueno Manu. It's a possible set point.
Now Rat's having difficulty with the overhead screen. Don't see that often from him. Spot on catching as always. I mean, trying to wait for Rats to drop the ball. One can wait, rather long wait, but
backhand crossing. Oh, what a grab by Manu. Big backhand now coming up the middle. Rebote left side. Right on the wall. Manu runs around it. He makes a save. Goenaga attacking from the costado. There's a 2-wall. Oh, Bueno stops it. Bueno the high carambola. Oh, it kicks out of play. Second chance here for the Renegades. 5-3. Still a possible set point for the Cyclones.
Cyclones really would like to finish this one off here, get a good set under their belt, come back out, have a chance to close it out in straight sets. Bueno and Manu are playing that well, but need to avoid these unforced errors.
Great catch again by Manu. There's a hard backhand. Goenaga backpedals into position. Rebote save up at the 5 line. Step by Manu. Manu again, low runner. Arats, no play. Goenaga makes the save. Manu over the top now, high off the front wall. Crossing again. Goenaga makes a save. A little deeper into the backcourt there at the 9 line. Bueno puts it in the corner. Arats makes a tough catch. Hard backhand lobbed up. Here's Manu. Manu from the left side, pulled in by Arats again. From deep in the backcourt, puts it on the wall. Both Cyclones there. Manu plays the rebote. Goenaga attacking. There's a drop shot. Bueno could not control it. Got up to it. That's going to be a 4th point for the Renegades.
The shot was just so well executed by Goenaga. Bueno was there. That ball was in his cesta.
Yeah, if this ball was any further off the wall, I think he makes the catch more comfortably. Take a look here. It's close and
right on the side. Yeah,
and
see, it's in his cesta, but he can't just collect it and maintain control. Remember, it's catch, control, return. He can't get to that control.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Serve is good. Manu from the outside. The low runner, Arats all alone. He scooped it up. This one fired just above the pad. Manu, backhand from the 12. Here's Arats, 13 line low runner on the wall. Picked off by Bueno. Good catch. On backhand follows. Arats gets there. This one not past Manu. Makes the catch at the 11 line. Hard throw. Arats steps up. Lost his footing on the release. Here's Bueno backed up to the 9 line. High hard forehand. Arats now. Manu pulls another one off the sidewall. Backhand caught the corner. Goenaga goes up. Low runner now on the return. Picked off by Manu. Arats waits on it at the 12. Drops it inside. Manu steps up. Backhand. This one kicking up and out. Goenaga tracks it down at the 5 line. On the bounce, Manu has to make a tough save. It's a 2-wall, and it scores for the set. Cyclones close it out in style, 6-4, 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set 2.
Well, if you're going to throw it when you haven't been throwing it all day, that's the time to throw it. Beautifully executed 2-all to finish off that set by Manu of the Cyclones. Cyclones take that first set 6-4. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our 4th of 5 scheduled matches on the game day. Some replays from that first set. Catch by Goenaga. 2-all beautifully executed, but stopped by Bueno. Bueno returning a carom with authority. Very well done. Gonaga just not able to make that catch there on the left side. This 2-all, however, beautifully executed by Gonaga. So Cyclones got off to a quick start there. Then Gonaga brought the Renegades back. Cyclones were able to finish off that first set. Tremendous play by both front quarters, Bueno and Gonaga. See Gonaga with this drop shot here. Stays on the inside. Bueno gets it into his cesta, just can't get control over it. Let's see Manu here on this. Is this the... Yeah, look at this 2-all Rebote. Just landed it perfectly, 2 scores. Such a beautiful point. And an excellent shot there by Manu. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See the entire group of Cyclones there, including Carballo, off of the taxi squad. Come in today. Had a pretty good first game. Bueno, all smiles. Played really well there that first set. Be curious to see if the Cyclones are able to finish it off in straight sets.
Big spot for Bueno and Manu. They just need one of these next 2 sets. Renegades, Gonaga, and Arats have the serve to begin set 2. There's a serve by Gonaga. Set 2 has begun. Manu's backhand sticks inside. Here's Arats. Manu now from the 12th line. There's the backhand. Higher and harder. Arats makes the leaping grab this time. Rebote forehand played up at the 7 on the bounce. Here's Manu. Runs around it. The backhand. A runner inside. Arats gets out there to make the save. Bueno looking to attack. Cuts it off from the costado. Hard throw. Arats all alone. That opens up. In position to make the save. Bueno coming cross court again. This one to the inside. Arats gets to it. Backhand. Right on the wall. Manu steps up. High and hard. Kicking up. Here's the Rebote. Rebote left side. Dropped above the pad. Manu gets there on the bounce. Low runner to the inside. Arats all alone. Ooh, Gonaga digs it out. Bueno retreats. Steps back to the 8 line. Winds up the forehand. Low and hard. Arats gets there before the second bounce. Manu now, good catch. Better control. Lifts the backhand to the 9 line. Gonaga puts it on the wall. Manu right there once more. What a play. Bueno ranging back behind him. Comes out a little low. Here's Gonaga now. Leaping grab. Launches the backhand on the return. Bueno up at the 4 line. Turns it powerfully to the inside. Arats steps up. Manu now likes to play the Rebote on the back end. Keeps it inside. Gonaga. There's a 2-all. Bueno stops another one. Bueno hard above the pad. Oh my, what a grab. Oh, barely off the floor. And the Rebote is missed. My, what an effort by Gonaga. The Renegades hit the first point.
That is a hard-fought first point of a second set as we've seen today. All 4 players locked in. I mean, players come to battle court ready to play. We know that. Sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. All 4 of these guys are very much on this second set. You know the Renegades like to take it out in straight sets. They're not able to do that here, but you know they want to win this match.
Manu handles that serve. There's the backhand to the inside. Arats makes the play. A runner. Here's Bueno. Good power on that throw all the way up at the 5 line. Gonaga gets the Rebote back to the left side of Manu. Manu comes out on the left side. Arats with a great read. Caught it in the air. Hard backhand. That one just out of reach. Gonaga. Rebote save to the inside. Here's Manu. Backhand from the 11. Arats in the corner. Calls for Gonaga to take it. He lays up the Rebote. Backhand to the outside. That lands outside of play. Good effort, just wide. That's 2 points for the Renegades.
Manu, one of the few players on this roster who has control over that backhand to basically put it anywhere on the court. Tries to surprise his opponents with those outside placements. I'd say he's good for probably one a game day. Outside placement of the backhand. That one just landed wide.
Manu handles another serve, backhand to the inside. Not past Arat's, good catch deep in the backcourt. Manu now up at the 11. A little more power behind this one, well out of reach. Goenaga turns it into a 2-wall, more of a splitter. Bueno controls it. Bueno's 2-wall opens. Ooh, Goenaga stops this one. The carambola back to the outside. Manu, tremendous control. Big bounce. Arat up at the 8. Forehand passing. Bueno in position again. Puts this one up the middle. Goenaga. There's a 2-wall. This one stopped again by Bueno. Bueno high and hard. Clearing the overhead screen. Goenaga turns it back to the inside.
Tipped.
Where it scores. What a well-played point by all 4 players.
Shot after shot after shot after shot. And they're being stopped by the opposing team. It doesn't make a difference if the Cyclones are throwing them or the Renegades are throwing them. Bueno and Goenaga just flawless up there in the front court.
Yeah, the Renegades have turned it up here in this second set.
Manu with such power on that. I mean, just such power on that left side. His positioning is so excellent. Arat doesn't miss.
Hard serve, Bueno out of the way. Here's Manu. Manu steps up, takes the backhand in the air. Powerful throw, clearing the overhead screen. Goenaga at the 5, turns it inside. Manu waits on the rebote, saves it up the middle. It's hard throw, crossing at the feet of Manu. He steps around it, saves it with clipped. Goenaga into the drop shot. Manu up there in plenty of time. Oh, that's a low bullet. Comes shooting off the back wall. Goenaga actually with a play on the rebote. Cyclones have switched. Bueno into the backcourt. Manu back there now. Here's Arat. Manu makes a catch on the sidewall. High, hard throw. Leaping grab back at the 13. Wall to wall from the left side of Bueno. That's a tough save just above the pad. Bueno gets in there. Just fires it low and hard. Arat's in position. Low backhand 2-wall. Goenaga just did get out to it. The return low and hard. Manu with a missed ball. Another well-played point. Goes to the Renegades.
And for the record, I've seen Manu show emotion. I've never seen him show quite that much emotion. Definitely frustrated with the cesta.
Manu's got the serve. There's a big backhand. Just does clear. Takes Goenaga up to the 4-liner. Bote play to the inside. Caught again by Manu. Arat steps back beyond the 13. Makes the catch. Hard throw. Manu's got it. Manu all he can behind this one. Wall to wall. Rebote played up at the 5-line. 2 pass. Bueno got to get back in there. He does. Goenaga. Tip ball. Is the Cyclones on the board here in set 2? They serve.
There will be no shutout here in this second set. And Bueno and Manu, even though Manu seems pissed, more than capable of coming back here in this second set. It's just 3 points to tie it up.
Rotz gets up to that serve. Manu steps up, has it in the air. Powerful backhand. Stopped by Rotz. Rotz looking to pass. Here's Manu back at the 12 line. One just out of reach. Goenaga forced to lay it up. Manu advancing on it. Backhand over the 8. That one comes shooting off the back wall. Goenaga in position. Catch off the sidewall. Hard backhand. That passes. Bueno left side Robote. There's a scoop by Goanaga straight to the outside. That scores. 5 points. The Renegades have a possible set point.
Bueno's been on top of most of these catches. Goanaga's been finding the spaces. Opens his wrist, sends this to the outside. No play for the Cyclone front quarter or back quarter.
Serve goes through his legs. Manu comes away with it. Here's Arats. That one just out of reach. It's on the wall. Bueno send it up in the overhead screen. Point and set. Renegades come back, take set 2, 6-1. We'll have a third set to decide this match.
Well, if any match is deserving of a third set, it certainly is this one. Tremendous play by all 4 players. High degree of intensity with the Cyclones. Manu with a rare show of pretty extreme frustration. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See team captain Gaucheri coming out there to talk to his team.
And Bueno here, look at this one from the outside. Goanaga just got a little bit of a head start. But look at that control by Manu. Coming back to the forehand off the side wall that low. I think there's about one guy that can control that ball. That's Manu.
Aratz's court positioning was excellent as he saw him throw it. Bueno gets in there, makes the rebote. Just what a series of catches and throws. Goanaga looking. 2-all is good, but stopped by Bueno.
Concentration on the catch. You see it there, but right to Goanaga. Didn't have to move all too far. Puts it inside and just tipped.
Manu has been so spot on with that catching, especially on that left side. Once again, back here in the player's cage. Manu checking the frame of the cess to make sure that, make sure that it's not broken. And by broken, we're not talking about like a major fracture. You can see these little fractures in the chestnut that comprises the frame.
We saw a little piece fly right there.
Fortunately, that wasn't of the frame. That was what they call the membrane.
Yeah,
that
just
was like a little reed.
A little reed. Yeah,
that was a chunk of frame. That test is done.
That was a thin piece of the chestnut there. So not the frame.
Those break all the time. There you see Carballo. A controlled Carballo. Still always a member, even though he's on the taxi squad now. Always a member of these Cyclones. Always. Been here for most of their game days.
Yeah, he's been supporting, he's been practicing, and got the call up off the taxi squad today. Dealing with a couple injuries. He'll be out next. Carballo and Bueno take on Correa and Ben. That will be our final match today. Third set will decide this one. 1.5 points up for grabs. We'll have Bueno and Manu serving to Goanaga and Arats. There's a serve by Bueno. We begin our third set with an underserve. Second one coming up. Arats comes out on the left side. That one crossing. What a play by Manu. Well, that died in the corner and scoring. Perfect shot by Manu to get the third set started. Cyclones on the board first.
So why didn't Arats go for that? Basically, he was on the back wall, did not feel he had a good catch against the side wall. Believed that it would be coming out to a rebote for Goanaga to play. It did not.
Arats high and hard from the left side. Manu reaching back behind and makes the catch on the forehand. Goanaga up at the 7th, low bullet. Manu keeps it on the left side. Arats now steps up at the 11. Hard throw, cutting inside Manu. What a great catch again. Robote left side, drop to the inside. Manu goes up for it. Forehand. Off the front wall, Goanaga cuts it off on the left side. Manu drops this one on the wall. Arat's waiting for it. Bueno now coming cross court, cuts it off. Hard throw. Kick it up and out. Robote left side. Turned at the feet of Manu. Backing up. He scooped it up. Goenaga again keeps the pressure on. Even lower this time. Manu still there. Good catch. This one dropping low. Manu up at the 11. Wall to wall from the left side. Goenaga tracks down the Robote. Powers it on the bounce. Manu makes the catch. Goenaga again between the 8 and 9. Lifts the backhand. Manu again on the right side. Outside placement. Renegades not falling for it. Goenaga makes the stop. Low and hard on the return. There's Manu. Tremendous control. Forehand played inside. Here's Goenaga. All the wall again. Bueno off his footing. Turns it to the inside. Arat's now looking for the Robote. Manu winds up the forehand. Looking across the sidewall. Arat's out there again. That's another save. This one with a bigger bounce. Oh, even better control by Manu. Bueno alone for the Robote. Robote played to the inside, caught by Aratz. Aratz launches this one. It clears the overhead screen. Bueno backpedaling and stops it at the 4 line. Back to the left side of Aratz. Manu slows it down, trying to drop it in the corner. Aratz makes the catch, fires the backhand out of reach. Bueno on a knee, turns the Robote to the inside. Goenaga couldn't get there. Aratz does. Backhand to the inside again. Late call. Goenaga makes a save. Manu with the scoop. Hard backhand again. There's another Robote. Goenaga this time up at the 7. Turn to the inside. Manu in position. Manu now keeping the pressure on. A couple in a row there by Goenaga. Back to the left side of Manu. Aratz now forced to step up, makes the play. Comes out lower. Bueno now getting involved. Bueno wall to wall. Left side Robote. Goenaga tracks it down, puts it inside. Tremendous scoop by Manu. Robote again. Ball tipped. What a well-played point. We're tied up 1-1.
Decision there for Manu is, do I move up more quickly and try to take it in the air? Do I scoop it or do I let it go to the Robote? Apparently was confident enough to go for it on the scoop. Tricky catch, did not work out there. Always want to try to catch that ball in the air whenever possible. The court here at Magic City, very forgiving, sends out a lot of Robotes.
Clean miss up in the service box. Hard backhand out of reach. Goenaga looking for it. Saves it to the inside. Good catch by Manu. Another big backhand. Goenaga turns into a 2-wall. Oh, Bueno stops it. Bueno's carom is out. All landed out of play. That's 2-1 in favor of the Renegades.
Don't know if the fact that he had to throw it quickly before Goenaga could get out there had anything to do with that. Bueno landed a nice carom earlier.
You see a lot of times when the guys have their opponent trapped on the inside, they do tend to rush it because it's a perfect opportunity to throw a shot and
yes.
Just a little bit wide there. Ooh, ball missed off the serve. That's a 3-1 lead.
Have not been seeing those misses by Manu off the side wall here in this particular match. But Goenaga has that sidearm serve that comes with tremendous spin.
Manu's got this one. There's the backhand. Picked off by Aratz. Aratz from the 11. Low bullet. Manu steps up. Wall to wall from the left side. Goenaga up with a 4-line. Tracks it down and passes on the return. Bueno now scrambling. Puts it just above the pad. Goenaga scooped it in the front. Backhand on the wall. That's tipped. 4-1 in favor of the Renegades.
Communication between Renegades, Aratz, and Goenaga has just been spot on. Aratz basically guiding the action from the backcourt.
Manu just beyond the 11 line. Into the corner. Good catch by Aratz. Gaonaga waits on the rebote. That's a 2-wall. Bueno stops another one. Bueno low and hard above the pad. Arats gets there before the second bounce. Great read. Well, that backhand, the overhead screen, just caught a piece. That's out of play. 5 points for the Renegades. Gaonaga and Arats of a possible set, a possible match point.
Yeah, Manu had a difficult time with that in the first match. Has had it in control this match, but that one just touched the overhead screen, which is out of play.
Bueno knocked down the serve. Point, set, and match. Renegades come back, win the final 2 sets. 6-1, 6-1. Another 6+ point day for the Renegades, brewing a chance to win the final match. Correa and Ben take on Carballo and Bueno for a 7.5 point day. That 4th division match coming up next. Again, Carballo substituting for, looks like Ron there, and Bueno will substitute for Amigarena. That's the team for the Cyclones against Correa and Ben in just about 3 minutes.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look here at that game day score. 6 points for the Renegades. Wow, now 12.5 ahead of the Chargers. And the Chargers will be in action on Friday when they take on the Warriors. And after that point, every team will have played 6 game days. So you'll get a look at how every team stacks up through 6 full game days. We got our winners ready to go. Gaonaga and Arats, they remain perfect. Here they are.
All right, Gaonaga, Arats, congratulations on winning that match. What a great performance for this team, now 4-0. What has been the key to this perfect start, and how do you maintain it?
Yeah, I think that playing with Arats is easier because he's one of the best backcourters on the roster. He helps me a lot. We have a good relationship inside the court and also outside the court, so I think that helps. We try our best in each game.
Yeah, I think the same as Gaonaga, so happy for the win and let's continue.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
Again, with one match full for today, we are now into our final one. That's going to be Carballo and Bueno for the Cyclones. Interesting team here. Again, Carballo coming in off the taxi squad. Bueno technically substituting for Amigarena, the next highest ranked available player. They will take on Correa and Ben. That is the 4th division team for the Renegades.
Be very eager to see if Carballo, having now played his first match of fall 2024 Battle Court, is any more aggressive in this second match.
And this matchup here, as you said, it's to second match already, and also a more favorable matchup in the front court too. Don't have to worry about the shots coming in there from Gaonaga, although Correa's got a powerful and punishing right side. It's a little less to worry about up there in the front, and maybe he can start throwing a couple more shots.
Well, and all 4 of these players have the benefit of having played together since 2019. 3 of them since 2018. Ben, Carballo, and Correa, all members of the original Magic City squad back in 2018.
Going way back to that. We'll see him here in Battle Court now in this 4th division, too. Should be a fun one. Renegades already with 6 points. Cyclones just 1 point. Again, with 5 doubles matches and 1 singles, it will be 8.5 points today on the game day. Ready to go. This is the finale. 4th division matchup with a sub-team for the Cyclones.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match of the game day. Carballo will have the serve for the Cyclones.
And if you base this off of the player ranking too, and Carballo is a 4 and Bueno is a 5, you got Ben as a 4 and Correa as a 5, so pretty much even here. Usually the Renegades have a disadvantage in this group. Not today.
Correa picks the serve, sends it back. Here's Bueno from the 10 line. Ben now from the 11, backhand to the inside. Ball tipped by Correa at the 8 line. First point goes to the Cyclones, Carballo and Bueno. Carballo serves.
You know, when we talked about Correa's great stretch of catching, I mean, those are the balls that he was catching pretty consistently, crossing the wall, right on the wall.
Yeah, throughout the course of the second half of 2024. Today's been an off day for him.
Missed him in the first match, and the first point, the next one. There's
that
an
ball
ace.
stayed low coming out of the service box and scores 2 points for Carballo and Bueno. Carballo serves.
And this is a type of matchup where you just take off the reins and let Carballo run free. Throw it hard, mix it up.
Go on, Aga.
And Correa's been awfully aggressive, but if the catching isn't working out so far today, may want to hang back and let Ben do some work in the back.
Powerful forehand by Ben. Here's the catch by Bueno. Bueno over the top. Ben's there. Backhand by Ben. Ben from the 11 line. Carballo, tip ball midcourt. Correa and Ben of the Renegades are on the board with a point. Correa has a serve.
And maybe one you don't need this early in the match, especially with a 2-point lead, but just got to let Carballo play his game up there.
Powerful serve by Correa. Ben tough pick up there at the 13 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's Bueno. Bueno turns and saves the rebote. Correa will keep it on the forehand. Powerful right side. Caught in the air by Carballo. Carballo powerfully from the forehand. Here's Ben. Ben from the right side. Crossing the sidewall up high. Here's Bueno. Low and hard and caught by Correa. Bueno. Backhand from the 12 line. Here's Carballo. Backhand from the 9. Ben's there. Costado to the inside by Carballo. Ben on the backhand from the 11 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're tied up 2 points apiece. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points will win the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Renegades now settling into this match. Great catching by Ben all season long, and so far so good in this one too. Oh boy, that serve stayed.
Ball came in and stayed to the inside where it scores. Beautiful serve by Correa. 3 points for Correa and Ben. Correa has a serve.
Yeah, Bueno was looking for that to kick off at a sharper angle off the sidewall, and it just really stayed inside. No fault of his own.
Bueno on the backhand. Well thrown. Here's Correa from the 9 line. Carballo from the 7. Big right side by Correa. Caught beautifully by Bueno deep in the backcourt. Here's Correa. Backhand. Passing. Rebote forehand. Midcourt. Correa's there. Big right side by Correa. Stopped by Bueno. Correa now from the 7 line. Cortada. Stopped by Carballo. Beautiful catch. Here's Correa again. Bueno from the 11. Here's a backhand by Ben. Ben lets that one go. Hits the overhead screen, which is just out of play. 3 points for Carballo. And Bueno. We're all tied up 3-3. Carballo has the serve for the Cyclones.
Again, very subtle, but a little bit of a different throwing motion there for Ben. Took a little bit longer. Didn't have full control after making a difficult catch, almost on the floor practically. and just sent that return throw up a little bit higher. You see it day in, day out. Man, you don't have control of that ball in the basket. You're going to see it come out low or high, just like that.
Rebote forehand by Carballo, caught in the air by Correa. Bueno, tough miss there in the backcourt. Ball tipped. 4 points for Correa and Ben. Correa has the serve.
Well, the shot that had a lot of success against Correa in singles, throwing it right back to Bueno. Hard forehand, crossing the sidewall. Forces the defense to think just a little bit more, resulting in a missed ball.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote dying. Correa makes a save. Here's Carballo from the 3 line. 2-all, fired, stopped by Correa. Correa sends it high. Bueno getting out there will not be able to make the play. Nice throw by Correa. High 3-wall scoring. 5 points for Correa and Ben. Possible set point.
Wasn't thrown particularly hard, but the key was that it took that bounce off the floor and made contact with the back wall. That's what you're looking at when you throw that high placement shot, the 3-wall or the carambola. Look at this, good defense on the outside. Looked like it was actually rolling around on the frame, not juggled in the basket. That's a, and then see it open up wide off the back wall.
A little piece of plastic came off of Bueno's helmet, but not necessary for continuation of play. Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Yeah, he's been going for that lower serve too. Carballo usually active in the service box, but you put it up there about the 4 line, not going to get many serves.
Correa reaching up high to make that catch. Makes the return in time without holding. Here's the backhand by Bueno. Carballo, mid-wall placement, cut off low by Correa. There's the backhand. Ben on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Here's the backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Carballo, forehand Rebote. To the inside, Ben's there. Ball tipped at the sidewall. Point and set for Correa and Ben of the Renegades. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set. And we will now go back to the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You see Correa and Ben doing a solidly good job of stopping the ball, coming out on top of that set. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently in our last match of the game day. Ben normally applying the different modalities to his teammates. He's going to work his own. Does he have this? Hey, he's got the massager on his calf. We've been having a run-on calf injuries. With Ben, Ben has never scratched, and if anything, he gets a little tight. There's going on.
You usually see Ben doing that, but
there's
look at
going
that.
Aga. That's.
Day's done, a couple wins, going Aga, just handling the fan duties now for the Renegades. Close-knit team, competitive team, and, what keeps these guys going is winning. I mean, they love it. They're as competitive as you've ever seen. I mean, you talked about the fact they like to win matches in 2 sets, too. I mean, they don't want to waste any time with the third one. They go in there, try to handle their business as quickly as possible, and
every player
just continue
in
to play
Battle
on.
Court wants to win. There's no question about that, because that's also how they're compensated.
Of course, yeah.
It's also so they want to win, not just for the glory of the game and the championship, but also fat in the paycheck.
Right.
But There's something about these Renegades not having won last season that they've been on fire this season. I mean, it shows in the points, it shows in the game days, and in each division, just absolutely, they don't want to drop a set.
So difficult to repeat in any sport. The Renegades with 2 championships in Battle Court in our 5 seasons of play, but didn't win those back-to-back. Had a chance last year. Couldn't get it done. It was the Warriors and won the Season 5 championship. We got a second set here. Carballo and Bueno will serve to Correa and Ben.
There's the backhand by Ben. Good catch and return by Carballo. Correa, hard to the inside. Bueno's there. Bueno takes it on the bounce, deep in the backcourt. Correa, backhand from the center line. What a catch by Bueno. Ben, deep in the backcourt. Rebote left side. Catch by Carballo. Stopped by Correa. What a catch by Bueno, switching from left to right, making the play. Bueno now from the 11 line, backhand to the inside. Ben comes over the top with a carom. Carballo gets there and stops it. Returns a carambola perfectly to score. Well done. Carballo and Bueno on the board first here in this second set. Carballo has the serve.
Took a little off of it there, the key to scoring. You know, sometimes, especially Carballo up in the front, loves to blast that forehand. He gets it up there. Want to throw it as hard as he possibly can. Took just enough off of it to drop that second bounce before Ben could get up to it. Take a look. Good control, avoids the net. And look at Ben also, just flat-footed back there. You like to see him start to move up on the ball to make that catch a little bit easier.
Backhand by Ben at the 10 line. Carballo tracks it to the 9 line. Good catch. Correa from the forehand, passing. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Nicely played. Big bounce. Brought down by Ben. Here's a backhand by Bueno to the inside. Catch by Ben. Rebote forehand. Carballo hard to the inside. Catch by Ben on the forehand.
Great catch.
Carballo, blind catch on the right side. Here's Correa with a hop and a cortada, stopped by Bueno. Rebote forehand. Bueno from the 9 line. Passing. Ben's there. Here's the backhand by Correa. Little play off the side wall. Carballo on the rebote. Safely played to the inside. Big bounce. Brought in by Ben at the 9 line. Backhand by Bueno. Stopped by Ben at the 13. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Correa, sidearm. Stopped by Carballo. Carballo, Costado. Stopped by Ben. Carballo, tough catch there on the left side. Ben, backhand from the 11 line. Excellent catch by Ben deep in the backcourt. Carballo, left side, Costi to the inside. Well played, well caught by Ben. Bueno down low, backhand from the 10 line. Rebote left side to the inside. Carballo calls for it, but it's not coming out. 1-1. Correa will serve for the Renegades.
But how about Correa and Ben out catching their opponents, and then finally Ben dropping one into the Chula to score. I mean, the strides that these two have made, and then playing together in an effective doubles team is awesome to see out here.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And there was a time when Correa wasn't that consistent on his left side and he couldn't pass at all, and now you're seeing consistent catching, good power. I mean, really everything, every part of his game has improved.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Ben on the backhand from the 11 line. Scoop by Bueno, backhand from the 11 line. Carballo from the forehand, blasted hard. What a catch by Correa. Correa sends it deep. Rebote save by Bueno, beautifully played, well caught by Correa. Bueno's there, backhand from the 8 line, backhand 2-all. Correa, clutch catch, keeps the forehand in play. Outside placement, outside of play. 2 points for Carballo and Bueno. Carballo has the serve.
Correa almost caught napping there on the outside, just did get to it, but then going for that outside placement from the forehand. Well, he gets it on the right side. You don't mind whatever type of shot he goes for, but that one just a bit wide. He much prefers that right side for catching, for shot making, great serve as well. So just got to play to your strengths. Got an opportunity, just missed the execution.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Ball tipped at the side wall. 2-2. Correa serves for the Renegades.
But Carballo has made a number of great catches in this match, too. A couple of stuck into the basket. That one crossing late. Very difficult, especially up in front of your backcourter.
In and out of the center the ball goes. Excellent serve by Correa. The Renegades leading 3-2. In the second set, Correa has the serve.
There's that serve, such a weapon. It's a quick point, 3-2 lead.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Rotate forehand by Correa. Carballo comes cross court, catches it. Costado inside, will score. 3-3. Carballo has the serve for the Cyclones.
Contact with the front wall first, then the side wall, changing that spin late and ultimately popping out of the basket. Got that second surface, the key there.
What a catch by Ben off a beautiful serve by Carballo. That ball tipped in the backcourt. 4 points for Correa and Ben. Correa has the serve. Ball tipped. 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Correa and Ben of the Renegades.
The sidewall is so difficult to navigate, and when it doesn't take the bounce you expect, that's when you see a couple misses like this. Starting to think a little more. Bueno, very capable. He's got that one.
Rotate forehand. This ball caught by Bueno. Karen by Bueno. Correa's there. Has it. Excellent catch by Carballo. Ben, clutch catch on the backhand. Big backhand. Carballo, one-handed grab at the 8 line. Backhand. Caught by Ben. Ben juggling on the catch of Ben. 4 points for Carballo and Bueno of the Cyclones. Carballo has the serve.
Just extends the match 1 point. All the Cyclones can do with it right there. I don't want to be thinking too far ahead. Just focus on this point, getting to 5-5, and then anything could happen.
There's the backhand. Carballo for the rebote. He makes a save. Correa takes it in the air, backhand from the 6 line. Bueno sends it deep. What a catch by Ben, backhand from the 12 line. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Ben from the 12 line. In and out of the cesta it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 5-5. So this is set point for Carballo and Bueno. Match point for the Renegades.
They've been just a little stiff on that catch and got to break the wrist and let that ball stay in the basket. And you see that time just popping out at the end. Cyclones have come back here. Great run late. They need this one to push it into a third set.
What a catch by Ben off a blasted serve by Carballo. Bueno, beautiful catch at the 13 line. Here's Ben. Rebote for Carballo. To the inside it goes. Correa is there. Excellent catch by Correa. Nice backhand. Here's Bueno. Bueno from the right side. Correa again. Backhand from the 8 line. Bueno, forehand.
It's going to be a tough one.
Rebote in the overhead screen. That is point, set, and match in straight sets for Correa and Ben. Taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-5.
First one of the season for Correa and Ben. Another big day for the Renegades. 7.5 of a possible 8.5 points. Stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming up here in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Another big day for the Renegades. 7.5 points for possible 8.5 over the Cyclones. And we have our player of the day ready to go, and that is Goanaga again of the Renegades joining us here on Headset. Goanaga 10-0 to begin this season in all competitions. Describe how comfortable you really feel out there playing now in this your fourth season of play.
Yeah, I think I had a good start of the season, but it's still the beginning. I mean, 10 games, but I think I have another 15 left, so I have to go day by day and try my best in each game day.
Yeah, this Renegades team, you guys seem like such a close group. Can you describe the locker room as we see it almost every day in the ESPN3 cage? You guys are always toweling each other, fanning, whatever you need to do, you're just always there for one another.
Yeah, I think we have a good team, also a good relationship, and I think that's important for the team. We help each other. We are a team, like you said, and that's the key.
Goanaga, one of the things that we talk about is the adjustment period that it takes for players who come from a traditional court to the Magic City court. Not only have you seemed to have made that transition, but for instance, the drop shot, the Dejada has been scoring for you very well. The two-wall, the Costado has been working. Your court positioning for the rebotes really working for you. What is it about this part of 2024 that you just seem to feel so comfortable on this court?
Yeah, I think like you said, you need you have to start from the beginning. At the beginning it's not easy because we are coming from the big court. This is a completely different thing, but now they lower the pad. I think that helps too. And it's my fourth season, so I'm trying to get used to it day by day, practicing and just doing my best.
It's been working. The shots have been fantastic.
Yeah, so far so good. Goanaga, player of the day once again. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And let's continue on with some of the replays here between the Renegades and the Cyclones. Again, one of these days where we had one singles match and 5 doubles matches, so the points a little bit different than we've seen with those standard 8-point days. Got started here with singles, the only singles match in the 5th division, Correa against Bueno.
Bueno came out hot and just did not let up on Correa throughout that match.
That one there, well thrown, got him on the bounce. And then this was this top-ranked doubles match. Look at Gosharian Rotz against Ferronda Manu. What a powerful throw.
I was very curious to see how Ferronda was going to come back from that calf injury. It came back just fine. Looked well on the court. Pretty comfortable in terms of making catches like this. Look, yeah. Goshari blasted that serve.
Boy, but he's right there.
Made a great catch, put it right back, but Goshari was standing right there. But you have to have a high degree of comfort just to stick the sets out and make that catch.
And I hear this third match, Goanaga and Flores against Carballo. Yes, it was, Stu. What an event that was. Good to see him back out there.
Absolutely. Carballo always brings a high intensity with him. He's on the taxi squad. Obviously, we know that the Cyclones are riddled with injuries. So he was able to come off of the taxi squad and really play controlled Jai-Alai and do quite well for not having competed at game speed so far this season. But I'll tell you, throughout it, even though we see a miss there, Rock made catches that we have not seen him make, not just this season, but in seasons. Right. Some great catching on the part of Rock and also getting the ball back. He did a fantastic job today. Backhand, 2-wall by Manu, caught in the air and returned. See this, just this great catch by Goanaga, just in and out of the cesta of Manu.
Yeah. Take another look here.
Once again, Manu scores with this so well. This one just came in low and hard.
And off the wall that far, you can understand the frustration. Don't usually see Manu miss those.
We've never seen that before.
And then, final match right here, Correa and Ben against. That was Bueno and Carballo. Yeah, that one really opened up wide. Smart shot there by Correa. Showing you a different look from the forehand.
Pretty evenly matched group of players as far as just overall experience. All been playing together since 2019, but Correa locked in. And again, just to see how he just flips it up?
Yeah.
Not particularly hard, but
right, a lot of overspin.
Exactly, just out of reach of everyone. Really well done.
Wide there, and Correa and Ben hit their first win of the season. And the only win for the Cyclones today came in that Bueno singles match. Boy, Bueno's been playing a number of matches, filling in as a sub. And got to shout him out, too. Talked about Rock, talk about Bueno, but those guys are fighting for the Cyclones. So they're dealing with a number of injuries, particularly lower body injuries.
Absolutely. But these Renegades, my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at those points.
Already, let's take a full look here at our season standings. I mean, up at the top where we've seen them over the last couple of years, but now a full 14 points ahead of the Chargers, and that's one game day ahead, and a maximum of 8.5 points in one game day. So, yeah, even with a perfect game day, the Chargers are still going to be a few points behind. Chargers will be in action against the Warriors this upcoming Friday night, and the Fireballs and the Devils will be playing tomorrow, Stu. That's when we'll be back. We have a full slate, 2 singles and 4 doubles when we return tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. We get started with Alex for the Devils taking on Hormachea of the Fireballs. Again, Inaki is out for the Fireballs. Hormachea is subbing again. He's already won a singles match in that top division. See if he can make it too. Then Bradley against Cabrera, 5th division singles, followed by Jairo and Urbieta against Hormachea and Ubia. Then CRB and Bradley take on Jedden and Cabrera. Top division doubles, that's Alex and Urbieta for the Devils, and it will be Ikeda subbing for Inaki with Ubia in the backcourt. Then our finale, CRB Kubawa against Jedden and Ikeda. That's the 5th division doubles match. Stu and I will be back here on the call for that game day tomorrow. It's the Devils and the Fireballs beginning at 5 p.m. Until then, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you back tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at 5.
Jairo, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.